What's up, y'all? Got some Week 8 DraftKings sleeper picks here. For quarterback, I think Drew Brees, very undervalued at $5,600 playing in Minnesota. It's on artificial surface, same one they use in New Orleans. I think this game's going to be a shootout. Drew Brees is a steal at 5,600. Now, also, Kirk Cousins is a little undervalued in that one, too. He's only 5,900. Once again, I think it's going to be a shootout, especially since New Orleans' run defense is all right. So it's going to force Cousins to put the ball in the air a little bit more. Now, I also have Case Keenum. They're playing in Kansas City. Don't expect Denver to get the win, but they're going to have to throw the ball. Kansas City's probably going to get a decent lead, I think. They're going to be able to control the clock. So Keenum's going to be throwing the ball, and for $5,100, I think that's quite a bargain. Being that he's going to be in that situation to throw. He's still got a couple of good receivers out there. So at running back, the first guy here I have is Marlon Mack with the Colts. Now you got to check his availability. He is listed as questionable. If he plays, I think he's going to have fun there playing in Oakland. $5,400. That's a decent price to pay for a guy. He's probably going to get a lot of carries. Probably get 18, 20 carries if he's out there. Next, David Johnson. He may get back in the swing of things. They switched offensive coordinators now to Byron Leftwich. Expect a little bit different of a game plan. They're playing San Francisco, who's a little bit vulnerable, and David Johnson's $6,700. So once again, you get a starting running back playing at home. He's shown promise before, but just hasn't had a good start this season. But this may be a game he gets back on track. Isaiah Crowell, he's a bit of a risk. $3,700. He's playing in Chicago. They're stout against the run, but being that Bilal Powell is injured, I expect Crowell to get a few more carries out of that one and maybe see a little bit more action in the passing game as well. So for $3,700, he could be very well worth the risk. Now my next two guys are with the Raiders. Doug Martin taking over for the injured Marshawn Lynch. Hasn't done much this year, but he's going to be the starting back. $4,400 is not much to pay for him. I don't expect him to have a great game, but I think he is a little bit undervalued there. Now, Jalen Richard's $4,200. I expect him to see an uptick in playing time due to Marshawn's injury as well. $4,200 may be a little bit too much for him, but we'll see. He might be worth the risk as well. Now, for wide receivers, I'm going with Emmanuel Sanders, undervalued playing against Kansas City, $6,500. I expect him to way outperform that $6,500 price. Now I got another Raider, Jordy Nelson, set to be the benefactor of the trade of Amari Cooper to Dallas. Jordy Nelson's going to get probably, I'd say, at least an extra 3 or 4 targets a game because of that. He's $4,700. I expect that price to go up. I think he's probably going to outperform that number. Now, Martavius Bryant's $3,700 for the Raiders. He's moving into Cooper's spot. Technically, I don't know how well he's going to do. For $3,700, he might be worth the risk. But it's hard to tell who's going to really take over that spot. I do expect the Raiders to continue throwing the ball a lot, though. So somebody's going to outperform their price. Now I've got Larry Fitzgerald, another Cardinal playing the 49ers. Byron Leftwich wants to get him more involved in this game, as I was saying. He's the new offensive coordinator, so for $4,400, a guy who knows how to catch the ball like that, knows how to get open. I think he should outperform that, and it's a good game against the 49ers for them to get that going. Now I have Traquan Smith. Didn't do too much last week. Had a great week the week before. He's going to be against Minnesota. Decent pass defense, but that's not going to stop Drew Brees. So I expect him to spread the ball out a lot in this one. So Thomas might not be as good of a pick, but I do like Traquan Smith for $4,000. Cameron Meredith, $3,500 if you feel a little bit more confident with him. He's only $3,500 if you need somebody to fill out that roster. Now, last but not least, I do have... well, he's not last. I have Seth Roberts in there. $3,400, another Raider. He's a gamble, but like I said, with Amari Cooper gone, somebody's going to get these extra passes. Now we have Doug Baldwin, $5,500 with Seattle playing at Detroit. Detroit is going to probably get into a little bit of a shootout in this one. Doug Baldwin being the number one receiver is undervalued at $5,500. He's had injury problems, but I think he's back in the swing of things now, and this game in Detroit's going to be a good one for him to showcase what he can do once again. Now, for tight end, I've only got one guy, Ben Watson, with New Orleans. Once again, I said Drew Brees is probably going to spread that one around in Minnesota. $3,100, undervalued in my opinion for Ben Watson. And the only defense I think is really undervalued is the Steelers. Steelers, $2,300 playing at home against Cleveland. Cleveland's been playing them tough recently, but I think after that tie earlier this year, I think Pittsburgh is going to want to make a statement. I don't think Cleveland's going to have too good of a game today. And the Pittsburgh defense, I think, should perform pretty well for $2,300. So, thank you for watching. That's my sleeper picks. Tune in next time. Good luck.